Hello, you're about to watch a Let's Play. These games aren't normally filmed with a games creator, so we're just going to warn you in advance that during these games, we can get quite excited. We might either get rules wrong, or we may well have changed some of the rules because we just love hacking games. Anyway, if whatever we do, please take a moment to comment and hit like and subscribe because we want your feedback. If you've got constructive criticism, if you spot something that isn't right, please take a moment to comment about it because we are all over that. Right, enjoy the game.
Hi everybody, welcome to Let's Play Wolsung. Today I am joined by Lance in the studio and we are going to be having a bit of a bank heist. Now, this is going to be a fun scenario because as you can see on the tabletop here, we have our bank. Inside said bank, if I lift the roof off very gently,
careful.
Inside you can see we've got our safe here. Now the important thing with this scenario is, you see this little golem that we have up on top here?
This one here?
Yes, this little dude right here. He has the combination to the safe and he has hidden himself somewhere in the market. So we have 3 market stalls here. As our heroes get there, they are going to do a test to actually see if they can, sort of purchase this little guy from the market stall holder, yeah?
Yeah, we agreed the test should be 2 dice.
Now, I'm thinking we'll go for a 3-dice test, needing 3 successes.
Okay.
But you can pay cards in your suit, so the suit of your hero, which, if I actually grab one of the cards, the suit you can actually see on the hero is right here beside the name. So this is one of the vendettas.
Yep.
He's a diamond.
He's a diamond.
Yeah, he's a diamond mate, isn't he?
He's a diamond mate.
Yeah. So basically that means we can get the little guy. The key is we have to get to the bank and have to have him inside for a turn and an activation so that you can actually just put the code in and actually get the money. After that, you actually have to get the money from the bank, so from here to your getaway car. Now, either one of us can use the getaway car.
Sweet.
The other thing is this is going to be a 3-round game, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, I will be deploying from here, from the Blue Oyster, which is, a favorite sort of, hangout of the vendettas, of the Scylla.
That's probably my favorite building out of like all of the stuff.
It really is, and it's so nice that it's actually one that the guys at MechWarrior do, because all of this on here is pretty much, I think 90% of what we have on the table is MechWarrior. We have a few other bits scattered about.
I think so.
You, however, Lance, have unfortunately are going to have to start from way over here.
Yeah,
which is
the graveyard.
The funeral parlor.
Yeah,
which should be a good laugh. Now, of course, you know me. I love my Scylla. I love my angry, dwarven mafia or halfling mafia. Sorry, Lance, you're playing the Inventors. So who are you going to be playing today?
Well, I have chosen Luigi Campari and Thorgal. So I'm going to put them here in the close camera so you can have a little look. Thorvald, yes.
Yes, not Thorvald. He's not rocking around with a hammer.
Luigi Campari gives me 3 points and Thorvald gives me 2.
Yep.
So I can assemble an army of 5 points. And
now, the important thing is, can you give me the little Golemic servant card? Because this is the little dude we're trying to lay our hands on, right?
Sure, here you go.
So it's this little guy here is who we're trying to get. So he matches his miniature, right? The thing is, we're actually using some of the new terrain from MechWarrior as well. So if we look on the close camera, you can actually see we have the Golemic market set up here.
Yeah.
So basically, this actually has some special rules which are going to affect you, Lance, okay? So one of them is that they act as if they're scientists. Yeah, it comes with a card to give you all the rules, but each of those acts as a scientist, right? So you have a 6-inch influence bubble around them so that your golems can be running around the field and not really having to worry about staying in coherency of your scientists. So you're a little freer with it. The other thing is, whenever you have a Golemic servant or one of your laboratory golems beside it, you can make a parts quick action, which allows you to heal 1 wound.
Fantastic. That's kind of the hard thing about containing your golems and keeping them on the table, I think, was you're always trying to keep them close by to one of your heroes, whereas this here is pretty awesome.
Yeah, so you've got a bit of an advantage here, but for myself, with me playing the Scylla, they are a really, really tough little starter faction to go with, all right?
Yeah.
So we'll get stuck into the game. The first thing I have to do, I have Roberto Vendetta, who is an infiltrator. So instead of deploying him, I can place 3 tokens around the board as possible deployment zones for him, all right?
Right.
Now, we'll get into how that works once we actually start playing the game. But the first thing, as always, that we have to do, we have to pick a card and put it down.
You ready?
Yep. So 2.
10.
To 10. Now, this is my tactic. I am getting rid of, essentially, a crappy card and giving Lance this first deployment. Now, our deployment is 6 inches within our starting building. So you can start on your building, or you can start 6 inches away. So you've got a fair range there, Lance, to actually place yourself away. And wow, you're not going to be subtle. You're going straight up the middle of the field with this, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so keep going. Believe it. The way we're deploying on this one, guys, is we each have to deploy our entire force, all right?
Okay. No problem. I think I want the laboratory golems pretty much at the front lines.
Front and center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lab assistant kind of close by.
Yeah.
Now maybe just put him... Actually, I'll put him in here.
Okay, so he's hiding at the market stall.
For a little bit of cover.
Yeah, now one of the other things is we've actually designated our cover on this tabletop very specifically. So, the market stalls, if you're in behind one of them, that's going to give you cover 2. Whereas if it's any of the boxes or crates, that's going to give you cover 1. If you're behind the getaway car, that's going to give you a cover 2. So basically what that does is, every time you get cover, it says cover 1 or cover 2, that gives you a bonus of that number to your reflex for whenever you're trying to dodge shots and stuff. So, how are you getting on with your deployment there, Lance?
I think I'm good to go. So, up to you now.
Okay, so it's over to me now. As I said, the first thing I'm going to do is Roberto Vendetta. So I'm going to place 3 of his tokens out and around the board.
Okay.
Now, the key for this is I actually have to deploy him outside of your deployment zone, and my tokens can be no more or no less than 12 inches apart.
Yeah.
So it kind of means that I have to think about where I'm going. So I've got him well across all of the table.
Yeah,
oh, don't worry, that's 12 inches. I set this table up so I'd know what I was up to, boy. All right, so now I'll deploy my regular stuff.
Okay.
So I've got 6 inches to go. So let's not be too subtle here. So I've got 2 of my little halfling workers who have the mob rules. So basically, whenever I buy one of them for a gang, I actually get 2 of them. I then have an ogre thrower who can basically lob people about the table, which is always a good time in a can. Ogre gangster, always good because he's got a Tommy gun. And then my favourite, Vito Vendetta. Now, one thing to warn you about, Lance, is a lot of my guys have the Vendetta rule. So if you bring down one of my Familia models to 1 wound or less, the other ones in range and line of sight actually get to take an action. So you can kill one of mine, but I instantly go, no, you killed my brother! And
so it's
shoot
kind
you
of
down.
a vengeance kind of thing?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's my deployment done. We're on to turn 1, so we each need to get a new hand of cards.
Yes.
To actually refresh. 2. And we're playing a 2-hero game. So it's actually 5 cards to your hand every turn. And now we get to discard these down.
Down to 5.
Down to 5.
Yeah.
So I do like this ability because it lets you sort of tailor your hand for the turn. Are you planning to do a lot of shooting? Are you wanting to go first a lot of the time? Things like that. Or do you actually want to just have a lot of cards in your character's suit? Yeah. I'll take that. And I will drop that. So I've got 5.
I always find it so difficult to arrange this.
Because
I don't want you to see them.
Yeah, but just don't forget, your court cards are worth 2 whenever you're buying extra successes on your melee or your ranged.
Yeah.
Melee is black, ranged is red, and then it's just what you want to do in your character's suit. So now we have to bid for who's activating first this turn. And don't forget, we can steal that activation during the turn.
Yeah.
So I think for myself, actually, before we start the turn, I'm going to deploy my infiltrator. Now, it has to be done now before the start of the turn. It says that specifically in its rules.
And you've got 3 choices.
Well, yes, I have the 3 choices, but the way this works is I will roll Roberto's reflex, right?
Okay.
For every success I get, you, as in my opponent, have to select one of these to be a viable point. If I get no successes, you can place him anywhere outside of your deployment zone.
Okay.
The other thing is, he can't be the first thing that I activate this turn. So that sort of gives you a little bit of the ability to get back at it. So I get...
You get 2 successes.
2 successes. So what you need to do is pick 2 of these zones where you think he could turn up at, and then we'll drop the other.
I think these 2.
Okay, so you're going for the one on top of the bank and the one on top of the tenements. So the one over here, which I had actually kind of wanted because it's got a really nice spread over the battlefield.
Yeah, I've kind of figured that.
Okay, well, what I'll do is, he's not going to be coy about it. He's going straight. Actually, no. He'll go on top of that building there, just on the dot.
Yeah.
So if I pop him right there.
Lovely.
Now, the other thing is he has a contract as well. Now, I had already chose this before we started the game. He can only target this model. Right?
Here's your contract.
Yes. because his weapon is silly powerful, 48-inch range, strength 8, and he's got guns of 5. So he is a crack shot. But because he's so powerful, he can only limit himself to one target. So that, unfortunately for you, is going to be Luigi Campari.
Oh my! Can he see him from there?
He can see there, but like I said, I'm shooting through this.
Yeah.
So you would get the cover from that, but I would get the bonus for elevation. So you see how that works?
Yeah, I see.
So that actually puts him on 6, but you're getting a +2 to your reflex when he shoots, and if he gets a good line on him.
Yeah.
All right. So now we actually bid to see who's getting the first activation.
Sure.
So Jack of Spades.
3 of Spades. Diamonds.
So I get to go first. This actually works out quite well for me because it means I can start doing some stuff early. So the first thing I want to do is actually some tactical positioning, because one of my guys needs to get up into combat with you very, very quickly, which is my Ogre Thrower. So he's got 2 actions and a move of 5, right? So he'll activate first.
That's a 10-inch movement if you move twice.
Yep. So his first move is to here, and his second move will take him up to here.
He's not going to throw a bench at me, is he?
No. As fun as that would be, he cannot throw a bench at people. I know some games where they let you do that, and it's really fun. Maybe we'll see something like that in the future from the guys.
I guarantee there's one or two in the audience going, "Gah, why?"
Yeah, but now's your activation. I don't want to steal, so it's all you.
Okay. Thorvald has. What is his range?
Well,
his range is 12 with his spell, so I might throw a lightning projectile straight towards you.
Oh, at who?
At the thrower. Golem.
The thrower?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's been a bit brash. He's ran up, and there's Thorvald standing with his lightning glove going, hold it right there, sir. Bzzzt.
Now, lightning projectile costs 0, the range is 12, strength 3. So that's 3 dice for me, isn't it?
No.
No?
So, your magic ability is what?
My magic ability is 4.
It's 4. So you'll roll 4 dice.
Yeah.
Now, I have the option to actually dive for cover here, which would give me a +2 to my reflex.
Yeah.
My Ogre Thrower is only a reflex 2. So he is going to dive for cover. He's going to react to you. That means he, however, is instantly toppled.
Yeah.
And gains +2 to his reflex. So I'm going to be rolling 4. So if you want to roll yours,
sure.
See how many successes you get. You're looking for 4s.
You ready?
Right? Yeah. Now, you said it's cost 0, yeah?
Yes, cost 0.
Okay, that's important because your magic, whenever it is a cost, you have to discard a card in that suit of that number. Well, that many in your suit
just doesn't cost anything.
Exactly. So you're just fit to zap away. So let's see what you get.
Let's go.
1 success.
1 success.
I may have been better standing to this. So let's see what I get.
You got 1 success?
I get 1 success as well. So that is a regular hit. So what's the strength on it?
Strength is 3.
Strength of 3. I have no armor. So my Ogre Thrower is just going to take 3 damage. I should have just stood and took that.
Pretty good going so far.
Well, don't forget, my ogres always have, what is it? Hard to kill. So you can, the first time they would go to 0, they stop.
Yeah.
But if you get them to 1 and then go, then they die. All right?
Yeah.
So let's just clear our dice up. All right, so my activation now, unless you're wanting to steal.
I still have another activation on...
Oh, you have another action?
Thorvald, yes.
All right. Are you going to zap me again?
I think so.
All right, so are you going to zap the same target?
Yeah, let's get him out of the way, because he's the only one within range. Yeah, it's 12 range. So
okay.
He's the only one in range.
All right, well, let's see what you get.
4 dice, let's have more luck. Oh, 4 successes!
4. This could be painful, but I am still getting that +2 because I'm on my back.
Yeah.
I get 1. And because he's not a hero, he can't do it. So that's critical 3. So that's 3 plus an additional 3.
6.
Or, no, sorry. It's for everyone over you are. So you got how many?
I got 4 successes.
You got 4 successes, I got 1. So yeah, critical 3, so that's 6 damage on him. Ouch! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's not bragging about that hard to kill now, is he?
Well, he's still hard to kill. He actually starts with 15 wounds.
Ooh.
Yeah. So whenever you want to kill an ogre, you got to mean it.
Oh, don't worry, I mean it.
All right. So it's my activation now.
It is your activation now.
Okay. I'm actually now going to activate Roberto because you completely ignored him.
I did.
You say you only had range to him. But what about Roberto? You could have moved and then shot up at him. Now, he's a big threat. So maybe that's what you should have looked at.
I should have.
So as it stands, he's got that 48-inch range. You're outside of 12, so he's not getting the -2. So he's on his guns of 5. He's got elevation, so that's a +1. What's the reflex on Luigi?
Oh, Luigi. Reflex is 5.
Okay, now you're getting that up to 7 because you've got that covered 2.
Yep.
Because your base would essentially be obscured as I'm drawing a line of sight down through here.
Yep.
So that goes to 7, and you can duck for cover and topple yourself to gain an additional +2.
Do I have to choose that now?
You do, before the attack's rolled.
Yeah. Luigi, I played with him once before, so I think I'm going to topple him just for an extra little bit of
Alright, but don't
damage.
forget, you will have to sacrifice an action to get yourself back up again.
Yeah, I understand. So that gives me +2 dice.
+2 dice for having toppled yourself. Alright, this should be funny. So I roll,
Yeah.
and I get 1, 2, 3 successes.
3 successes.
So if you want to roll yours,
Dice gods be.
you have a lot of dice there. Okay, that got a 2.
That's 2 successes.
Wow. Wow. So you got 2 successes, I got 3. That's critical 1, so that would be 9 damage. But he is a hero,
Yes,
so you can start buying successes into that, and your court cards are worth 2.
He's got 6 health as well.
6 health as well.
0 armor.
All right, I'm going to start this out. I'm going to make things a little tougher for you.
How much damage did you say?
Currently 9. That's 2 more, so that brings it to 11. So if you're wanting to buy it back, you have to at least do at least 3 to make it a regular, and 4 to actually bring it back to nothing.
And it has to be his suit?
It has to be red. Doesn't have to be a suit for shooting.
It has to be his red.
So it just has to be red now. All right.
I think I will. So how many points do I have to negate?
You have to do it by 4. So that's either 2 court cards, 1 court card and 2 regulars, or 4 regulars. So I am making it tough for you. I want him dead on turn 1. I've also said that there are points for heroes and minions in this.
Yeah.
So the actual bank safe itself, if you manage to pull off the heist, you're going to get yourself 6 VPs, right? Kill a hero, you gain 2. Kill a minion, you gain 1. Or a henchman, sorry.
He's already toppled. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to save him for this round and see if I can make use of him for the next round.
Sorry, boss. But
don't you dare.
I'll play 1 more in, which means that brings it to a regular hit at strength 8. He has no armor.
Damn it.
Do you have no more reds?
I do.
But do you want to spend them?
No, I don't. Why do you do this to me?
Because games and
games
can be harsh.
I just have to sacrifice him. I have to admit defeat.
You have to take it on the chin?
Yeah.
So unfortunately, the brave Campari is now dead.
He's not brave. He barely even did anything.
You see, this is why you really can't ignore Roberto.
Right now, Justin, a fatal question I have to ask.
Yes.
Who's your next target?
Yes, because I have now completed my contract, the rule then says that I pick another enemy model. Your first pick has to be an enemy hero. Your second pick, I believe, if I've read the rule right, could pick any model. So I could go after Torvald, but that would just make this game totally unfair. So the one I'm going to pick is I'm going to pick one of your golems, this guy here, and I'll put the little yellow gem beside him just so we can keep track of that. So that is...
That's your activation.
that was one action.
That's one action. What? Surely it has to reload. You can't shoot that like much damage without reloading.
You see, this is the thing with him. You can't ignore him. You have to either hide from him or kill him quickly. I played a game against Warren. Warren just hid the target the whole damn time. Just went, nope, do not want death, do not want death.
Ridiculous.
So, I have a shot on 6 dice on the golem. Now, are you allowed to shoot and shoot in this game?
Are you?
I believe you are. Yeah.
Are you allowed to what?
Shoot and shoot. Yeah.
Well, I just did it with magic attack.
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming. I'll double check that one. But okay, so what we need to do now is I need to roll for the golem. So I'm on 6. You have no cover this time.
No, but I have a reflex of 2.
Reflex of 2. Do you want to topple? Take yourself to 4.
I've got a lot of armor though.
Yeah, that's what you should know about him. He has armor piercing 3.
No, I think. Oh, he's got armor. Okay. Yeah, I'll topple him.
All
I'll
right,
happily
put
topple him
the
for
topple
this.
marker on there.
Right, Justin, you're just being mean now.
I'm not being mean. I'm playing the game.
Right.
If an opponent leaves an opening, take the opening. Make them learn for it.
Okay,
So,
roll your dice.
And 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, three successes. I have to beat.
3 successes you now have to beat.
1, 2 successes, and I will buy in third. No.
Well, you see, that's the thing. Is it just for them? So, Hen, you've got your 2 here. I've got my 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a no. So you can't actually buy in more cards to actually do it with a henchman. So unfortunately, that's a critical 1 shot for a strength of 8, piercing armor 3.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the armor on the golem?
Armor 7.
Armor 7 from my 9.
That would do 4 damage.
No, do math.
Hold on. 7,
do math.
7 plus
2 damage.
Yes, 2 damage. Thank you.
So mark 2. Mark 2. So even though he's got a really strong shot, those guys are really tough. That, and you're in the perfect environment here to actually save yourself, to actually run up to one of these and go, actually, I should like to heal now.
Well, I didn't see one there, actually.
Yeah.
I thought my closest one was these 2. Right.
No.
Okay, my activation now, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, and I think I will do exactly that with the golem.
All right, now it'll pay 1 action to get itself stood up.
Mm-hmm.
So to remove the toppled.
Yeah.
So if you want to do that.
1 action. Oh, down.
Yeah. And then the good thing is your repair action is a quick action, so you can do it after a move.
Yeah, so I can move 4 inches.
Yep.
I can base to base. And is it possible that I could get around the corner to get some cover? What do you think?
If you have the movement. What's the movement on your golem? Because it's just your full move.
It was 4 inches.
So 4 inches. So from where he was, how does it look?
I think, like, he was there.
And you've been measuring from the front, so that gives you the extra inch you need.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So this is the thing. In this game, always measure front to front.
So I'm going to measure just to the corner there, and he is base to base with that.
Yeah.
Which gives me a
the quick action.
Quick action.
Parts.
Yes, parts. Models with golem rule in base to base contact with the spare parts may perform parts. Quick action, heal 1 wound.
Exactly.
So let me just erase that.
Yeah. So you see why I kind of set this table up to actually give Lance some options here, because I know how deadly Roberto can be. If you get good rolls with him, he will just chew through units all day long.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not being mean.
Your activation.
Okay, so you're not wanting to steal it? Right, so I've activated Roberto. I've activated the Ogre Thrower. Alright, so I'm going to activate my Halfling Worker. And because they have the mob rule, they both activate at the same time, right? So they have 2 actions and a move of 6. So they're very, very nippy, right? Mm-hmm. So they're just going to move 6 inches. And on their second move, they'll literally just move up to this set of crates.
So watch the wheelbarrow.
Watch the wheelbarrow. Important piece of kit there.
Mm-hmm.
Straighten everything up. And then this other little fella, he has room to get up to here. So that just gives both of them a little bit of cover, just in case there's any reprisals from you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say their shooting is not great, but they're an annoyance unit, to be more frank than anything.
Laurel and Hardy team here.
Yeah, well, you see, if you think, whenever they team up, they only have fight 1, that goes to fight 2, but they have guns of 3 each. So they might get some criticals on your softer stuff. So something like that lab assistant.
Uh-huh.
In fact, your lab assistant's hiding. Okay.
He's hiding, yeah.
He's hiding, cowering. You know, we have seen him in previous battle reports. This is not a brave scientist. So where are you going now?
Now, the scientist has a range of 8, but he can't make it there.
But don't forget. Oh, right, so you're moving the lab assistant.
No, a range of 8 on his flask.
Oh, right.
So if I hit it there...
but here's the question. Does it have quick action written on it? Let
me just check. It is a quick and unintentional result. So I could move and then just throw a flask.
You could move and throw the flask, yeah. But you gain a penalty to your guns.
Okay.
So for having moved.
Mm-hmm. I think I may just move this other golem.
Okay.
There's a little bit of yeah, I'll do that. So
right.
the golem has a move of 4.
Uh-huh.
So let's just move him in base to base with this barrel.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I can't do any range damage. But
does he have 2 actions? Because you could use your second action for a charge.
I can, yes. Thank you, Justin, for reminding me.
Oh, don't hit the halflings.
I think I will.
Okay, going into the halflings.
I think I'm just going to chug along.
Okay.
And say, excuse me, small human, you die.
Okay,
today."
what's your fight?
My fight is 3.
My reflex is 4.
I have faith in my dice.
Roll. Let's see what you get. See what the aggressor gets. That'll be 2. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh, I got 2 as well. But that means it's a regular strike. Because in this game, you only have to meet your opponent, and the aggressor always wins. So, strength of the golem.
5.
5. So which one was it you hit? The male or the female? The female one?
The female.
So no armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is 1 flat halfling. That is a dead halfling.
Yes.
So I will grab her miniature and take it out here. That will be 1 victory point for yourself, sir.
Thank you.
Well, I'm on 2.
Now your activation.
Yeah. I think we're kind of forgetting the meat of this scenario, what we're meant to be up to.
Well, don't worry, I've some plans.
Well, I'm going to activate Veto Vendetta. And what Vito's going to do, he's going to go from here. He's got his movement of 4, so he's quite slow. That is just enough to bring him
heavy trench coat
into base to base with the market stall. And he will use his second action to actually try for the test. So, 3 dice test, needing 3 successes, and I can pay cards of my suit into it to try and actually win here. Okay? So let's see if I can do this. No, I get 1. Do I want to spend 2 cards in his suit to win?
Pressure's on.
Still a bit to activate, so actually, no, I will not.
No? What are you going to do instead?
Nothing, because he's used his action to do it.
Oh yes.
So he is now done. So the only thing I have left to activate is actually my ogre gangster. What do you have left?
The lab assistant.
The lab assistant. Okay, what's the lab assistant going to do?
I think he'll move first. He's got a move of 5. And I think he's going to move over here beside Torvald.
All right. So have him run out.
And
to there.
Yeah, just to there.
All right. Now don't forget, he'll probably be out of range for his flask.
He is out of his range.
Now, who are you targeting?
I was planning to target this mean guy up on the roof, but let me just... Can I bring him back?
Yeah. That's fine. Again, this is only a fun game. This is not, full tournament. Once you remove your hand from the model, no, your move is done.
I think what I'm going to do actually is, can I walk through this because this is a kind of an archway?
If it's open, don't forget, this is rough ground, so you will lose an inch of movement if you try and go over that.
Well, that's pretty much 2 inches that he can go through.
Okay, so he's basically walked into the market stall, going, "Nope, I'm a stay here. I'm going to pretend that I am running this shop for a while.
I'm going to search for this little servant."
But it's heroes.
Oh,
he's not a hero.
He's not a hero.
Which is why you losing Luigi Campari so early really hurts. So if you want to take that back as well, I will allow it.
You will allow it. Okay, thank you very much.
Just to be fair. So, come on, get him back.
I have still a lot to learn in this game, but I'm still having fun, which is, in all games, I think that's what matters. So I think I'm just going to go full tilt and move him straight up 5.
Okay.
And he is going, so that brings me to that little slab.
Okay.
There.
Yeah.
And
as a quick action, are you going to throw?
Quick action, I'm going to throw.
All right, so what's happening is, from here to here, you're throwing.
Yes. Okay, Justin, I moved. Are you ready to feel the wrath of my flask?
Well, what's your guns?
My guns is 2.
Guns is 2.
Yep.
I have cover 1, and this is my thrower, so it's reflex 2 goes to 3.
Yep.
So roll away.
Let's go. Cheeky flask. 1 success.
Got a success. I get 3 successes. How about no? I catch your flask and drink the contents, going, "Yummy! Thank you for the lemonade."
Ugh, gross.
What? You don't like lemonade? What's wrong with you? You some kind of monster?
I'm just thinking that probably wasn't lemonade. I mean, I have 4 options here.
Okay.
No, 6 options. That's definitely not lemonade.
Okay. So that was your first action. Does he have 2?
He does, and I'm going to throw again.
Okay, so throw again.
But can I change target?
Of course. You're just spending a new action.
I'm going to throw it at Hardy over there.
What, this little dude?
Yeah.
Are you in range?
I am. It's 8-inch range.
Okay, measure it out.
So that is...
So my other little halfling worker.
No.
Okay.
Within range. Okay.
Roll away.
2 dice, 2 guns. 2 successes.
Oh! Defense.
2 successes, but...
So it's just a regular strike.
Mm-hmm.
That's... Oh, actually, no, hang on. Sorry. You changed target, so I should roll an additional because his reflex is 4.
Okay.
So I might get away with this. I don't.
You don't.
Unfortunate. Right, so roll to see what is in the vial.
You ready?
Yeah. Please not nitro.
5, which is mercury fumes. Enter a 3-inch smoke template on the target. Each living model starting its activation within or moving through the template suffers 2 W. Remove 2 wounds.
That's
remove
fire.
the template at the end of the turn.
That's mist. Smoke. Sorry, there are a few different types of effects you can throw down. This is your smoke template. So if you want to lift that little dude up, we'll put this in. So under there, and it's centered on him. So roughly there, okay with you?
Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. Oh,
that's fair enough. Oh, Lance is breaking the table.
I'm breaking terrain.
Okay. Now, thankfully, he's already activated this turn.
Mm-hmm.
But is there any damage rating on that?
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
If anyone walks through it.
Anyone beginning their activation in it?
Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Each living model starting its activation within or moving through the template suffers 2 wounds.
Yeah. So basically, that template will dissipate at the end of this turn. So that might not have been the best target.
Well, I just got unlucky with the roll.
Yeah. It could have been nitroglycerin and just good night.
Could have been.
Okay. So my last activation is my Ogre Gangster.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anyone else after that?
No, I don't.
No, you do not. Okay, so what's he going to do?
You unfortunately killed my last guy.
Okay, so if you're within 8, I don't get any minuses to my shooting. So yeah, I think I'm just going to stand and shoot. So from where I am here, he is going to shoot up there if you're within 8.
Have at you.
You are within 8. So I have guns of 2.
Mm-hmm. My reflex is 2.
Your reflex is 2.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So basically what happens here is, this has fast shot 3. Mm-hmm. Now, he only has a guns of 2, and every time he takes a shot, he loses a die. So the only way to really get the most out of this is to actually have him on elevation. Because then you get the +1 to your guns for being there.
Yeah.
So then you go with 3, a shot of 2, a shot of 1. As it is, I'll get 2 shots, so a shot of 2 and a shot of 1.
Okay.
Alright,
yeah.
So I get 1 success.
1 success. See if I can beat it. No.
No. So that will actually be a critical 1 hit.
1 hit. I've got armor of 7 though.
Oh, right, never mind. Strength of 4. So honestly, there's no point even shooting that again because I can't hurt it.
Well, you could shoot a few times and see if bullets ping off and maybe hit.
Trust me, you would need to stack the odds in your favor.
Maybe hit your other characters. What do you think?
Well, actually, I had planned to shoot you while you were in melee with my halfling.
Yeah. Because
my halfling has better reflex than you, and you can shoot into melee in this game, which is quite cool.
Right. So overall, what have we achieved this turn?
Overall, if we have a look across the battlefield, Vito is up and he is testing. See if he can find our little golemic servant to get into the bank, get the money, and get out.
Mm-hmm.
Roberto is way up there, just taking pot shots where and when he can.
He's toppled. Oh no,
no, he's not.
Yeah.
Torvald's down the back there.
Yeah.
I think you really need to get him activating and moving up to actually try and find the servant. Because
maybe a bit more aggressive with Torvald.
Yeah, a little bit. Does Torvald have armor?
He has 3 armor.
And how many health?
11 health.
Alright, so he could stand to a shot from Roberto if I get that golem down next turn.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I do like how it's turning out. I do need to get this guy back up next turn. This guy's in a bit of a pickle here. So things could get quite interesting very shortly. what? I've put down a 7 of spades. Queen of clubs. You really want it.
I want it.
All right. Any ideas of what you want it for?
Nope.
Now, I will say this as well. As soon as you get the little golemic servant, he does act as a member of your gang. He starts with 1 health point, as it states in the rules, because there's a thing with the terrain as well, where you actually, if you lose a golem next to it, you place a rack marker, and you can play the buy a new toy activation if your scientist is there, and actually get a golemic servant, which is quite cool.
Yes. I will activate this golem here.
Okay. So the one right
would you call
front.
that base-to-base contact with the thing, or
With what?
with the supply market?
Not really, because if you look, you've got this lamppost in the way.
Yeah.
You know, so is he trying to do something?
Maybe search, but I think if I charge...
it has to be a hero to search. Hero to search,
yes. That's
so
okay.
if you want to activate Torvald and send him out to search, you can do. Because he's the only one of your models that now can do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you may, if you can get that, that puts you ahead, because you've then got the little tinker toy that can run off.
Yes, I will activate Torvald. He's got a movement of 5.
Aye.
And I'm going to be safe about this. And
So which one are you going to?
this one here.
All right, now don't forget. Well, I suppose you might be okay.
I think I'll be okay. So that
To there.
brings me to there.
Yeah. So you're going to search. It has to be base to base.
Yeah. So
Put
I
him,
need
put him
to
base to base with the market stand.
Oh, this? Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
So that's how you do it. It's not searching the crates, it's the market stand. So it gives us sort of a bigger area to search through.
Yes. 3 dice, yeah, to search.
3 dice to search.
Okay.
3 successes needed.
There's 2
2.
successes.
So what is his suit?
His suit is a diamond.
A diamond.
Yes.
You have a diamond to spend.
I do.
So you're going to spend it and get the little golemic servant.
Mm-hmm.
Blast.
So
That kind of gives you the advantage. So
does that bring me base to base?
what happens is the little guy turns up, base to base with you. Anywhere you like in base to base, set him as you please.
I will set him just here.
Okay, so here you go. There's his card.
Thank you
He
very
now
much.
becomes a member of your gang. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, would you like to steal the activation?
Yes, I would actually.
Mm.
And
Okay. So put your card down. Okay, I don't kind of want you to have the activation right now, so I'll put one of my own in. And I'm hoping 10 of diamonds will do the job.
Ace of clubs.
Oh, man. You're burning those court cards.
I don't need clubs.
Like they're going out of fashion. So you get the activation.
Who
would you like to activate and where?
I'm going to activate this scientist. And I'm going to throw something at this guy first.
Okay, so once again you're going this scientist on him. He's got 2 activations to throw that. I've got my reflex of 2.
Guns of 2. He misses.
He misses. Well, my reflex, just for the sake of it, 1 success.
And
you can go again?
Yes, I'm going to go throw again.
Okay.
Let's see.
Now, let me see your card, because I think there have to be range modifiers on this.
Yes, sure.
This is me being paranoid here. Yeah, so you're within 8. Lance.
Yes.
So that means you get a +1 die.
Oh.
So that means roll another one there. Nothing. But it means you should be running with a guns of 3.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Okay?
Yes.
So those range modifiers are important to remember, guys, because if you forget them, you're kind of doing yourself out of possible hits, possible crits.
Okay.
So you're going to go again?
Yes, and I think I might move first and then, as a quick action, throw.
Okay.
So my movement is 5.
Yeah. So where are you going?
I'm going to just move up here to there.
Okay, and are you going to throw something?
I'm going to throw at
Vito?
Vito, yes.
What did Vito do to you?
He looked at me funny. He's got a weird look in his eye.
All right. So roll away.
1 success.
Well, your problem now is Vito has a reflex of 4, and he's a hero. So I get 2. You got 1.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Okay. We kind of forgot something, that the smoke template was here, and that should have been removed.
Yeah, that should dissipate. So if you want to take it away, Lance, go right ahead.
Yeah. And
that's fine.
We'll just keep that there.
Well, thank you. That's good sportsmanship right there.
Yeah. And lab assistant has ended.
Okay, so are you going to steal the activation again?
No.
Okay. What I really need to do is hold you up. So I'm going to activate Roberto, and he's going to take a shot at that golem. All right. So from on high, shooting down the way at this. All right. So he's got his guns of 5.
I've got cover
1
of 1, and I've got a reflex of 2.
I have elevation bonus, so I gain another 1. So let's see what I get. 3.
3 successes.
I'm actually really rolling on the odds with these dice. I'm quite impressed with them.
Now let's see. 2 successes.
So that's critical 1. So that'll be 9 damage again. Minus your armor of 7. 2 damage.
2 damage.
Do I want to pay in for it? Yes, I do. So I'm going to pay in a court card, which is an ace of diamonds. Increasing it by another 2. So that's 2 more damage.
He's dead.
And that's another VP for me, so I'm now on 3. Basically, guys, my thinking right now is because Lance has the little golemic servant, he's really ahead in this. So I need to actually start playing the killing game.
I have another question for you, Justin.
Yeah, who's the next target? Well, that lab assistant has been annoying me. I'm not going to lie, so he's my next target.
But he's a lovable scamp. He's just running around doing wild experiments.
Yeah, well, now he's going to have an experiment with a bullet to the head.
No.
All right, so that's my activation. Oh, no, actually, see, this is what I think is a little weird because, well, I still have another active action I can do here. So I can actually shoot that lab assistant now.
Oh, my.
Now, he is obscured, so he does have cover 1.
And he has a reflex of 3.
So that comes to reflex 4, but I'm still on that +1. So that's
1 success.
Oh, that's the 1 success. So you have a chance here. You could survive.
Please be good to me.
1 success.
1
so
success.
It's a regular hit.
You still hit him.
It's a regular hit for strength 8.
Strength 8. He has 9 hit points and 0 armor.
So 1 health remaining.
I don't like. There's dots here. Let me just show you under close camera. There's dots. I may as well just do this. So there's a straight line. I don't even have to fill in the dots.
Yeah. It does show you the power of him though, because he can just literally just delete units round to round.
Yeah, I don't like.
Because the game is so short, it means that it's not as painful. You know, so that's what I've taken out 2 of your characters in 2 rounds.
Rude.
But it's showing his power without him being overpowered because the game will end shortly. I would highly advise you, Lance, get this little dude running.
Yeah,
and get this into that.
Yes.
Because otherwise, my thrower is just going to belt someone. And while he's on the ground, I believe he actually has a little bit of a minus to him, which I'll check as well. So, where are you going?
Okay, I have to choose. There's a special bonus for the Clockwork Servant.
Yes.
I have to choose one before deployment for the duration of the game. So I've got an
You can do that
booster.
now.
Yeah, I think I was reading this earlier, and I think I may choose booster. So whenever a friendly hero discards a card during their activation or a spell is cast within 12.
Let me see.
There's a lot of writing there.
There's a lot of English.
Yeah.
All right, so you're taking the booster. When a friendly hero discard a card during their activation or a spell is cast within 12, this model stores 1 charge. Friendly golems within 6 may use charge prior to making a dice roll. To gain, the model may re-roll any number of dice rolled this test. Bloody hell. So basically, if Torvald casts a spell, he gains a charge token, and then that golem can re-roll all of his melee dice.
Yeah.
So that's quite handy. Also, he can use the parts action as well. So if you had him bomb it across to here and get into base contact, he could heal that point to actually bring himself up to full health and make him harder to get rid of. Because I know he's armored as well, isn't he? Should have armor 4?
He's got 4 armor.
Yeah.
But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run.
All right.
7 movement over to this.
Why are you running away from the bank?
I'm running closer to the bank.
Yeah, but instead of like running right to here?
I'm kind of scared, to be honest, of that guy, and I'd rather run around him. I want to run in here.
All right.
And
see, Lance, can I stop for a second here?
Sure.
Do me a favor and move him back.
Okay.
Because what you really need to activate next, you need to look at your target priorities, all right, mate?
Yeah.
So your main target here, this should activate and go into him. Lock him down.
Okay.
Otherwise, he's going to move to here. He's going to activate and just go up into him.
Right.
And smash it.
Okay,
yeah?
let's do that, yes.
All right.
But Laboratory Golem, he has a move of 4, so I'm just going to turn him around.
And walk him right in.
Smack him into that guy. He has a fight of 3.
Exactly.
Let's do that.
So, now hang fire. Because whenever you're in melee, you have 2 options. I can either fight you back, or I can parry. So if I fight you back, I have the chance to damage you. If I parry, I gain +2 fight, but I don't gain damage. Or I don't gain the ability to damage you. Now, he has a fight of 4 to your what?
Fight of 3.
Fight of 3. He's already actually, he's got a fight of 5.
You're also toppled, by the way.
Oh, yes, I'm toppled. So, all right, let me just show you on the map, guys. This guy here is being attacked and is toppled. So I think he may be forced to parry right now. Actually, wait, no, I'm wrong here. Because I'm toppled, I gain the +2 reflex against shooting, right?
Yeah.
But whenever I'm on fighting, that's bad for me. Sorry, this is my brain just going, whoop. Cycling up, the cogs are turning in a steampunk world. So what happens actually is, I can't parry you. I have to fight you, and my fight value is reduced to 1. So he goes from being fight 5 to fight 1. So this should be...
He's on the ground. He's on the ground. My golem is kind of like stomping on you.
Yeah, you're curb stomping him, and he's only got 1 dice to fight back. So he's going to fight you. See if he gets a success. He gets a 1, so nada.
I get 1 success.
So that is a critical 1. So what is the strength of your golem?
My golem strength is 5.
So that becomes 6. I have armor 1, so it goes down to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now this is good for you because it actually means that he's on 1 wound, which means that the next time he takes a wound, he's gone, right?
Yeah.
However, I think you may have kicked off Vendetta there.
Oh dear.
So let me quickly read Vendetta out. When a model with this rule is reduced to 1 wound or less, all friendly familiar models within 6 and line of sight of the model may take 1 action each immediately after the active model ends its activation. So if you have any more actions, now's the time.
I have 1 more action on the golem.
So you're going to curve stomp him again?
Yes.
Alright, so finish him. I get a 6.
I get 1 success.
So it's even.
The aggressor wins though?
Exactly. So unfortunately, he has been toppled and is now taken out. And that is a 2nd VP for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So his card goes away. Now, anyone that was within 6 of that is going to get to activate. And I think I may have done myself a boo-boo. Because the halfling worker doesn't have Vendetta. The ones that have Vendetta are actually Vito.
Only the cousins.
And Roberto. So 6 inches out from him.
No.
So he's out. And from here, he's out. So if we look at this on camera, 6 inches is here. So I've left it too far away, so I don't even get my Vendetta, which kind of sucks. I should have been watching that, but not something you really think about when in the heat of battle. So okay, your activation's done.
Yes.
Right. Well, that's sort of even things up for you now.
I have 1 more activation. It's the Clockwork Servant, actually.
Yes, but it's now on to me.
Yeah.
So, are you sure you only have the 1 more?
Yeah, that's all I have.
So hang on, let me work out what I've activated this turn. I activated Roberto. Cyan, you start it. You activate it what?
Torvald, wasn't it? No, it was the first golem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you still have Torvald, because he was the last activation last turn, wasn't he? I do think.
No, I have him turned, because I've already activated him.
Oh, if you went first, you should have 2 models already activated, yeah? Right, then that's fine. That is absolutely fine. So I now activate my 2nd. It'll be the gangster. It has to be. So the gangster is just going to stand and shoot. Oh no, is there any point? Yeah, there is. Because I can shoot the lab assistant here. So from here through this, you'll get the cover too, because I'm shooting through this. And I'm getting the bonuses on his stats, which is no -2. So guns of 2. With fast shot.
I have a reflex of 3 +2.
So that becomes 5. It's worth taking the shot, guys, just to see if I can get some damage on him, because he's really low. So there's 1 success. There's 4 successes, bloody hell. But with fast shot, I get another roll at it. I may as well. No success. With his second action, he'll go again with no successes. And 1 success. So you need at least 2 successes here, or he's dead.
1 and 2.
Blast. It was worth a try.
He's
it was
fine.
worth a try. So
he will invent again.
Yeah. So that's my gangster gone. And I have 2 left. I have Vito and the Halfling Worker. The Halfling Worker, don't forget, is really weak with only 5 health. So
I have the Clockwork Servant.
Okay.
So now I'm going to be realistic here, Justin. I can't win in 3 turns, so I'm going to turn this into a skirmish game.
Fair enough. You're going for the kills?
Yes.
Fair enough. I think I'll do the same. Unfortunately, no bank heist today, guys. I think there's one thing I'm seeing with the scenarios on this. You need to make the initial thing easier so that it happens sooner. You know, so I think if I was playing this again, I might give each of us just a little servant to start with.
Yeah.
And it's just a race to the bank and get out then, instead of actually having to do something, then something else.
Let's see here.
So
he's got a movement of 7.
All right. And 1 action, is it?
Yeah, he's got 1 action, so he's just going to come up here.
All right.
And there's not really much he can do.
All right.
That's my activation over.
Okay, so what I have left is the Halfling Worker. Is there anything of yours that doesn't have armor? Lab Assistant doesn't have armor.
The Lab Assistant.
All right.
And Luigi Campari, which you killed.
Yeah, well, that was just unfortunate at the start of the game, though. You know, leaving him hanging out like that.
Yeah, well.
But anyway, I think what I'll activate is Vito Vendetta. He's actually going to play a heroic move. Or no, he's not, because he doesn't have a card in his suit. Last. All right, he's just going to move regularly then, because he's got a 4-inch move, so he's pretty damn slow.
Okay.
Yeah, so he'll go. Or does he even need to? He might just shoot this in the back.
Ouch.
Yeah, he'll shoot that in the back, because if I'm within it, he doesn't get any penalties, and he's got a guns of 4.
A little golem.
Or no, hang on. It wouldn't even matter anyway on that. So yeah, there's no point. I'm going to shoot the Lab Assistant.
Okay.
Alright, so from where I'm at, the only thing I can do that's worthwhile because of the strength of my weapons is shoot that.
He's got cover.
Yep, so +2 to your reflex. I'm on guns of 4.
It's per Lab Assistant. Got everything coming to.
So let's see what he gets. 1.
1 success.
So you need 2 to survive.
1 success.
1 success, so that's a regular hit.
Can I buy?
No, because he's not a hero.
Oh, Mr. Lab Assistant, you fought well, you fought bravely, but you are dead. And Justin, the question again. Who is your target?
Honestly, I'm going to be clever with my targeting. Because I know nothing else of mine can hurt it, I'm going to target that other golem. Because, yes, Torvald's worth more VP, but I would have to get 2 solid shots on him. Where I think the golem I can take a little bit easier if I get a good roll. That's my thinking anyway. So this golem here is going to take it. And that'll do. So Vito still has an action left, but there's no one really that he can hurt in range. So his next one is just going to be to run away. Actually, maybe deny you the kill. So he's heading back to the Blue Oyster. He's done enough today. He needs a whiskey.
Okay, so he's retreating.
Yes, I think that's my best tactical option right now because there's nothing else he can really hurt. There's no point keeping him up there in the fight about to get hurt. So, you have no activations?
No.
I have 1 activation left. Well, let's take a quick look here. So what I have left is this little dude down here. So I think I do get to activate him if I remember right. He can do nothing, so he's going to Scarper as well for 2 actions and a move of 6. So goodbye, everybody. I've had enough of this. 12-inch move. We'll take him right back to here.
Oh my.
So right back out of the way in this alleyway right here. Good luck getting him, Lance.
All right. In review?
Yeah. In review. The turn has went reasonably well. I'm now on 3 VP, you're on...
I've killed 2 of yours.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm actually on 4 because I've killed 2 henchmen and 1 hero. You're on 2. So you kind of need to drag it back by getting a hero and a henchman next round. So I would say your best target is that halfling worker who's running away if you can get to him. Other than that, it's just hammer into everything else. So from here, I've got these guys who are going to start to just run away and hold the victory points. I've got Roberto up top, so you could maybe target him because he's got no armor. Over here, Torvald is actually in reasonably good location to shoot at him.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. So for me, it's a king.
King. For me, it's an ace.
Oh, the ace of spades. Every game we play, somebody plays the ace of spades for initiative. Yeah.
Because I want it, and I want to activate Torvald.
Okay.
No.
What's Torvald going to do?
He has an action, and I want to cast a shield on myself.
Is that really worth it?
Well, I don't want any damage hitting him.
But we've already figured out you can survive Roberto. He's not targeted by him. Everybody else is running away. You know, there's no real point.
I don't know. You could be sneaky.
I'm not sneaky. I'm
right.
Sneaky, guys.
Let's actually fire a projectile. And I don't have any range. So I'm going to go for your sniper up here.
Alright, so what's the range on it?
The range is 12.
Alright, so you'll probably need to move into range from where you are here over there.
Actually...
Do you have range? Actually, yeah. You can just stand and shoot.
I can just stand and shoot you, yeah.
So I have a reflex of 5. I will say that now. And because I have the elevation bonus, I will gain an additional die.
I have no cost.
No cost. 4 dice.
Yep.
See what you get.
You ready? 2 successes.
2 successes. Alright, so I'll roll.
Oh my.
1, 2, 3, 4. So you can pay cards in red to actually bring it back.
How many successes do you have?
I have 2 more than you. So you would need to feed in 2 to make a regular hit. And then anything more than that starts to become criticals.
Yeah, I will do that.
Alright, so how many are you putting in?
I'm putting in 2.
Putting in 2 to make it a regular hit?
Yeah.
Alright, let me see them. Are they just single suit cards?
Yes.
Yeah, they are. Okay. Not a problem. Alright, so that becomes a regular hit. I could buy this off if I really wanted to, but I think I can take it. What's the damage on it?
The damage is strength 3.
Now, the one other thing, Lance, you should just be doing it 1 at a time, but I knew you needed to do 2 anyway, so... So what damage is it?
Strength 3.
Strength 3. So with it being a regular hit, it's just 3 wounds, so he can quite happily take that with 7 health. You have another action if you want.
I'm going to shoot him again.
You can do. But I do see having that elevation is giving me just that little bit of an edge, having that extra 1 reflex.
If I can,
roll away.
If I can chip, all the better for me.
So that's 2 again.
2 more.
1, 2, 3.
I am going to pay on another card.
Okay, so you'll balance that out.
Yeah.
I'll take it on the chin again, because it's only 3. 1, 2, 3. He's now on 1 health, right? Now I've deliberately done this because I knew I could take it to that point, and you now have nothing more on him. If you had had another card, you could have brought it closer.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing you no more red cards?
No.
Did you bin any?
No.
No, you didn't bin any? Okay. No. Alright, so are you still in the activation?
No, my activation is complete.
Okay. I'm going to activate Roberto up on the rooftop here. He's going to shoot down at the golem because he has range. Actually, if it's within 12, I get a -2, which is unfortunate.
Interesting.
So I get a -2 to my guns because it's in range. So it's too close for me to actually use very well. That still means I have 3 + 1 for the elevation, and you have no cover. So I'll roll and get nothing.
No.
I got absolutely nothing on that.
Fantastic.
So second activation, or second action will be a shot again. That time I got 3. So you need to roll the reflex of your golem.
My golem has a reflex of 2.
Yeah.
Now, Clockwork Servant
Aye.
has gathered up 3 charges. And it says here, whenever a friendly hero discard a card during their activation, I discarded 3 in that prior. This model stores 1 charge, so 3 charges. Friendly golems within 6 inches may use a charge prior to making a dice roll to gain. This model may re-roll any number of dice that rolled the test.
Well, you can use 1 if you want.
Yeah.
But because you're on reflex 2 with no cover, I've got 3 successes, so it's going to be going through regardless with at least critical 1. It's just how badly does it hit.
Okay.
So I would spend 1 to do this.
Yeah. 1 success.
So you can re-roll all dice if you want.
Yes.
Okay.
I will.
Still 1 success.
Still 1
so
success.
It's critical 2. It becomes strength 10 minus your 7 is 3 damage.
3 damage.
Not enough, eh?
Not enough?
I had hoped to get it. Just that 1 extra victory point would have left me a little more comfortable. But that's now done. Your activation.
The golem will activate with a move of 4.
And 2 actions. So you actually could charge down here if you want.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
So yeah, it's within 8. So first to move, then to charge.
Going to turn down and full steam ahead.
Oh, I see what you did there. Okay, so I have a fight of 4.
I have a fight of 3.
You know what? I think fisticuffs is a good idea right now.
How about you all?
So roll away. That'll be 3 successes.
3 successes.
Bloody hell. I should have fenced, because that would have given me a +2.
1 success.
So that's critical 2. What's your strength?
My strength is 5.
So that becomes 7. I have no armor, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so he's at half health. But you've used all your activations now, haven't you?
Yes.
Okay. I think I'll activate him and just have him punch you straight back.
Okay.
So he's got 2 actions to punch you with. For the first one, he gets 2 successes.
2 successes.
Your fight's 3. Your fight.
Fight is 3.
So roll 1 more. So that's 2 successes.
2 successes.
So it's a regular hit. He is strength 6. Armor 7 does nothing. I'm hoping for criticals here. You see how tough those things are?
Yep.
So let's see again. That'll be 2 again.
2. And 1.
So that's critical 1, takes me to strength 7. Still not enough.
Nope.
Damn blast. Oh well. Your next activation, if you have anyone.
My next activation is the Clockwork Servant.
Yeah.
I can't really move to anyone.
No.
I could maybe try. No, I can't. So, I think I have to...
In action, I'm guessing.
Yes. That's it.
The last 2 I have to activate are Veto and the little halfling worker, but they're just going to continue to run away to save the points. We would then end, and that would be the end of the round, so end of round 3.
Yes.
So, final victory points for you, 2.
Yep.
Final victory points for me, 4.
Yeah.
Victory to the Scylla.
Well played, Jason.
Yeah. I see it's always fun, Lance, but the thing I'm seeing with this is you really need to look at your target priorities.
I need to be more aggressive.
Yeah, that's something I see with all Lance's games as well. You're quite the passive gamer.
I am always... I don't think I'm passive, I think I'm just defensive. Every game I've played in my lifetime, I've always been very defensive.
Yeah, but I would say that, but it's your target priorities is what you really need to look at, mate.
Yeah.
Because I know I probably looked like I was getting a little frustrated at one point in the video there, where it was just like, no, don't activate that. Activate this, and this, and this. But that was me just looking at it, going, oh, it's painful sometimes to see whenever someone activates something, and it's possibly the worst thing they could activate in a turn.
Yeah.
So the one thing you really need to look up is those target priorities. Look at what's the biggest threat to you and what you can do to take out those threats. Guys, drop your comments in below. How do you deal with your target priorities? Hopefully we got as much as possible of this game right, but as always, this is a game that we pull out once in a while because we enjoy the look of the world and enjoy that window into the world. So there are times where we could be a little bit rusty, and we are still cycling up after the new year.
Also, tell us what you think about the new setup.
Because new rig. Guys, drop your comments in below. We will move on here, and we will hopefully see you in the next one.
Humanity has been driven from Earth, but now it's time to take it back. Join the Reconquest and fight the Scourge on the Drop Zone Commander Hub at beastsofwar.com. Anime cyberpunk style meets skirmish combat in Infinity. Experience 8 high-tech factions and fight to control the human sphere at the Infinity Hub on beastsofwar.com.